but we won't go into the psychology of the madman today. We'll talk strictly about the issue at hand, which is the mental illness in the White House that is being inflicted on the rest of us. And I think we've got to play some of the sound bites, and I'm going to tell you where I've gone with this, very straight up front. I'm a direct guy. I have an article I posted on michaelsavage.com, and I also put it up on Facebook, and it's called How Guns Saved 20,000 Jews from Extermination by the Nazis. And I put it up for one specific reason. I want you to share it with liberals who are afraid of guns. Somehow most liberals fear guns, and I know the reason why. But they should know that during the Holocaust, I'll tell you the story as we go on. You know what the Holocaust was, when 6 million Jews were exterminated by a fascist government. And by the way, there were 8 to 9 million non-Jews exterminated by a fascist government called Nazi Germany, non-Jews. So about 15 million people were exterminated by the Nazis, including the Jews and all those who opposed Hitler. But the point is not about Hitler. The point is that guns were used by Jews who fled into the woods of Poland, actually Belarus. They fled into the woods. I'm going to tell you about them. The most famous group that I know of is the Bielski partisan group, the most significant Jewish resistant effort against Nazi Germany during World War II. We hear all the time that the Jews didn't fight back. That's a myth. That's a myth, a total myth. They did fight back. See, after the Germans slaughtered these guys' parents, they were simple men, by the way. The Bielskis were not rich men. They were not elitists. They were simple men. They were local guys living in a village. And after the Germans slaughtered their parents and 2 brothers in the Norogrodek ghetto in December of 1941, 3 surviving brothers of the Bielski family, the names wouldn't mean anything to us, they're great heroes, Tuvia, Asel, and Zus, established a partisan group. They fled into the woods. They fled into the woods to save their own lives and those of their immediate family only. And they fled into the Zabielovo and Perelaz forests, where they formed the nucleus of a partisan detachment consisting at first of only 30 family members and friends. But how did they survive in the woods with guns? How did they get their guns? There were no guns allowed in Russia at that time other than shotguns. They had no guns. And in addition to food, the first thing the Bielski brothers realized they needed were guns. And so they had to either break into farmhouses and steal them or lay in wait for the Nazis and knife them in the neck and steal their guns. That's right. Ordinary men like you had to kill in order to live. Kill or be killed. Kill or be killed. But it was the guns is the point, you see, Mr. Obama. Guns saved 20,000 Jews from extermination by the Nazis. That's not to mention the millions of others who were saved by guns and bombs from our military and from the Russian military, the British military, the Australian military, the New Zealand military, and all the others who fought this scourge of Hitler. It was guns who saved everyone. It was not hot air. And it was not tears. It was certainly not crocodile tears. But I'm getting off the track. These boys, the Bielskis, were just a Jewish farming family in a village. They knew every tree in the woods. They knew every reed of grass in the swamps, and that's what saved them. Because they were familiar with the geography, the customs, and the people around them, they were able to elude the German authorities and their Belarusian auxiliaries. With the help of non-Jewish Belarusian friends, they were able to acquire guns. Guns. And then the Bielski partisans later supplemented these arms with captured German weapons, Soviet weapons, and equipment supplied by, yes, you heard me, Soviet partisans who gave the Jews guns to fight the Nazis. You can read all about this yourself. There was a movie done on this with a great movie called Defiance. It was fabulous. Just fabulous movie. You ought to see it. You must watch it. You must watch the movie with Daniel Craig. It's an incredible movie from 2008 called Defiance. And the point of the movie is that they saved 20,000 Jews ultimately from extermination because of guns. So when I hear from a madman like Obama that he believes in the Second Amendment and points to a piece of paper, every fiber of my being goes into an alarm mode.